Right, welcome back to Wardy's Works. We've installed, well I say we, the Pepsicle has installed his new stereo. As you've seen in the other video, he had an old stereo, older one in here that was cheaper. Was it cheaper or more expensive? The older one? More expensive.
More expensive.
More expensive Chinese thing in there, which lasted a couple of years and then bit the dust. I also had one in my Defender which didn't last long. This is a xomax one. This is German made, so this is a German made stereo, so it's supposed to be a lot better quality. And to be honest, from the quality of the buttons and everything, and these touch things, these some touch things. You've got micro SD, you've got your GPS card, it comes with a GPS card in it, you've got a USB and what's that, auxiliary to put your earphones in, you've got your mic reset, and that's everything on the front of it.
Could just come with an external mic as well.
Comes with an external mic that you can mount up here somewhere, so it hears you better when you're talking through the phone. It is hands-free, but this car has got the Harman Kardon sound system in it, as you can see, so it comes with the amp under the seat. The problem with that is that trying to get the music to come out the speakers does give you an issue, and if you look at the previous video on fitting it, you'll see that you've got to fit the red wire to the blue wire.
To the
don't cut the green wire, it explodes.
and
Yeah, the amp wire. So we fitted the red wire, which you've got to put to the amp. There is other videos on that. We found it off a video on YouTube before, didn't we? So this is the stereo anyway. Because it's connected through the amp and not directly to the speakers like it would normally, it's very loud on the settings. So just being on one is louder than it would normally be, and that's just the rear speakers. So on this, hang on one second. So that was just coming out the back speakers, so you can balance it, which this man here is going to show you right now. How do you balance it, Dad?
I forgot. Radio.
There, that's it. He was already on there. That's it. So it is touchscreen if your fingers touch sensitive. Turning it up don't make a difference. There you go.
There you go.
So if you look here, you can balance it from the rear to the front speakers and left to right. So there you go, look. That's each individual speaker. I don't know whether you can hear that on here. But yeah, that gives you all round where you want to put it. You've also got bass and treble on there, so you have got all them settings. What else have we got on here, Dad? So that's all that anyway. We've seen that. Okay. Next.
Right.
So these are all your settings. We'll turn that off now. Radio, Bluetooth, USB, SD, setup, navigation, auto link, and your camera, which you can plug a rear parking camera into this. So if you go on to setup, system, audio, video, so I think as well this has got the power for the TV screens as well, in the headrests and stuff like that,
Yeah.
so we can control that from there.
Yeah, you just go into.
Only problem with this is you don't get a manual with it, so you've got to have a go at it yourself and see what happens.
So if you're on radio,
You've got your channels in there. It obviously don't tell you what channel you're on, like some of them.
it tells there.
Oh, there it is. It does. And it tells you in big the radio wave. This, has it got DAB if you put an aerial in it?
No.
No. So these are DAB compatible. It's just FM and standard radio. Show us the sat nav, Dad.
Sat nav.
Comes with the sat nav built in. It already has got a card in there. Oh, that's the exact same one I had in my Range Rover. Yeah.
It's very good.
It is a good sat nav. Yeah, that's it, Navi. So this is good sat nav. I've had this before in my Range Rover when I had a Dinavin system. You can see that on my earlier videos. So that's the sat nav. It does tell you the speed, which is good. Mine had a bit of a nightmare that every time you went over the speed limit, it went bang, you're over the speed limit. Does this?
Oh,
Not so far.
No, I've probably been up the road and back.
So it might do that, don't know. But you can turn that off. How do you work it then, Dad? What's the settings? What's the?
I don't know, I've been using it. Your mum's.
That's your home that you're gonna have to set. How do you just press that? Oh, that's it. So you got find where you want to go. It'll show you your map, and then you got your route, so you can stick in there find. You've got address. Normally in this, if you use address, yeah, it's postcode, which is good. Some of them you have to put the street in, which is a bit of a nightmare, but you can put the postcode into this one. So the sat nav will be good, because if you look at the Navi systems, you'll see that they are decent. You've got points of interest, keywords, so there's different things to find stuff. What are these, Dad? What's this?
This one, that's your sat nav.
That's direct to your sat nav, so you ain't got to use the
So
screen.
you ain't got to search for it. You just press that, and it takes you directly to it.
Oh, and then it takes you back to your music if you press it again, so you can go back.
Yeah.
And then you've got your hands-free
And you got your
phone.
That takes you straight to your phone.
So you've got what's the name to put a number thing to put your telephone number in. We ain't figured out yet how to get your phone numbers across to it. We've been trying to pair it with the phone. It does work with the phone, so it is paired, but it's not pairing the address book, which we're struggling to do. I ain't tried yet, but it does seem to want to do it at the moment. But you've got your Bluetooth music as well, so that is Bluetooth music, eh?
Yeah.
So you can play your music off your phone as well, which is nice. And then straight back to home. It's got your time and date, and tells you day or night, and the nav will switch when it's night. Also works when you turn your lights on and off. It will dim and brighten like that, so that's when your lights are on, it'll dim so it don't blind you. But yeah, it's a good system. It sounds good. He's going to pick his bike up. So any questions you can always ask in the comments. Whether we can answer them is a different story, but we'll try. So please like and subscribe. We've just come up with this feature here. So you've got the lights changing, flashing different colours. Show them how it's done, Dad.
This is in the settings, in key lights. You click on there, and it brings you up all the key lights, different colours you can have. You know, blue, red. And then that one is the one that changes them all automatically. So
that's
we prefer blue.
Another thing that's on there.
Yeah.
So the screen obviously folds on this as well, which we haven't showed yet. So if you press that key there, hold it down, the screen will fold in. And while the screen's in, you can still use your radio. It is still on. There we go. That beep you can turn on and off. We've just turned it back on, but you can turn the beep on and off. That every time you touch something, it makes that noise.
And you can alter
the station as well while it's in there. So you haven't got to have it out all the time, glaring in your face if you don't want it out. But yeah, it fits well in the Discovery 2. It looks good, and the screen doesn't block anything. You'll find sometimes in some cars these screens will come out and there'll be controls behind it. In the Discovery 2, luckily there's nothing above it, so when it's in the console it looks really good.
This one will adjust the...
Oh, so yeah, if you've got a console that's a slight angle, like some of them that stick out at the top, you can adjust the screen to make sure that it doesn't touch anything when it comes out, which is another good feature. For the money, what was it,
114.
114 quid from Amazon, and it comes really quick. Next day delivery if you're on Prime, but yeah, really good, and so far we'd recommend it. We'll see how it goes after this, but we'll see how long it lasts. Being German, it should last well. Please like and subscribe, as I've said before.